that. All right, we're going to move on to a very funny topic. This should be very interesting debate, people. This is going to be very funny. College football, certain picks were made by these two guys about who Texas would be playing in the national championship game, and they've been running their mouths to each other, so I'm going to go ahead and let them defend and let them go ahead and go at it. All right, Screw, you picked Cal. Dumb choice. Sitzer, I think you picked LSU, or was it Alabama? I can't remember. I think it was LSU, but I'll let y'all two debate that out. National championship game, I think Texas still playing Florida. Obviously, some of y'all's picks didn't pan out. Who do y'all think? Screw, we'll start with you. Who's playing Texas for the national title?
I've gone back and forth, in the past few weeks between Bama and Florida and LSU. I mean, honestly, between Bama and Florida, you might as well just flip a coin. It's kind of the inevitable. If they play right now, I'd have to go with, I know I'm changing my last time I picked, I'd have to go with Florida. I don't know, I think Tebow brings that hit factor in a game of that magnitude, and Bama has no quarterback play whatsoever. So, I don't know, I'd have to go with Florida in a matchup between those two to play Texas.
Oh, great. That means Florida's probably going to get beat down this week, whoever they're playing.
Probably. Yeah.
Sitzman, what about you, man? Who do you got?
By Florida International. Yeah, that's tough scheduling. Or maybe Bama will drop one in Chattanooga. I'm going to go ahead and stick to my original pick, Gentile, which was Alabama.
That's right. Okay.
Their quarterback, I agree, is just absolutely miserable to watch, but they do have probably the leading Heisman candidate right now, if it were to end today, I think, and I'm not going to switch my pick, unlike another guy on the phone right now. So I'm still going to stick to the original Texas versus Alabama in the national championship. Are you going to stick with that U of H and the BCS bowl game there too, Simpsons?
Oh.
Well, I don't really know where I can go with that one. Are you going to play in the crowd and pick them? Thanks, Cougars, for embarrassing me on that one. That was UTEP debacle. I don't really know where to go from that one. So, yeah, I can safely eliminate U of H in a BCS bowl game this year.
Oh God, I had a feeling Screw was going to go there with that one. Oh my goodness. One quick game I got to talk.
Cal Oregon though was a good pick though too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's just when you think Sitzman's down and out, he throws out the Cal Oregon game at Screw. Wow.
I was drinking when I made that pick.
Okay. You didn't sound drunk on the phone. That's right. All right, we got to move on, man. Some boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto. Good. That was like a great fight. Pacquiao just a little hurricane, a tiny fist. That's what it looked like to me, man. He just beat down Cotto. Now this is the fight everybody wants to see: Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see Mayweather fighting Pacquiao. All he's doing is running his mouth. I think he's running away scared like a little girl. No matter how much money you throw at Mayweather, I don't see it happening. I think Screw, I know you're going to disagree with me on that, so we'll go to Sitzman first. Sitzman, Mayweather Pacquiao, you think it's going to happen?
Gentile, I'm going to have to agree with you as well, dude. I actually, knowing kind of the business aspects of boxing and everything, that Mayweather might be one of the best businessmen of boxing. And he knows what kind of money Pacquiao versus him is going to bring. And I've heard that he doesn't want to tarnish his legacy. He doesn't want to do any different things. But
what legacy?
Arguably, this could be one of the greatest fights of our generation. I'm going to just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Ali and all the guys that he used to fight. I mean, these are arguably two of the best boxers that are contemporary to kind of our generation. So the fight's going to happen. I don't know when. I was reading an article that Ross Greenberg, the president of HBO, who kind of he'll make or break a fight. Almost immediately said that this fight has to happen. I mean, there's no way it can't happen. And it could be a swan song for Mayweather if he comes in and wins, and it could be a devastatingly terrible payday for him as well. But hey, at the end of the day, it's still a payday. So I mean, you gotta think this fight's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mayweather's all about that money, but I just tarnish his legacy. What legacy? The only legacy he has that I remember is that he runs his mouth a lot. Screw, I know you disagree.
You know he keeps a private jet.
I know. I mean that's all that fool. Yeah, I don't know. Screw, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen Cinco de Mayo weekend, like I was telling you earlier. His money Mayweather. He's all about money. They're going to split the purse 50-50. You know, Pacquiao is unbelievably fast. You know, it'd be a classic matchup to watch. I think it's going to end up happening in Dallas, or it's going to happen at the MGM, personally. They won't go to New York because of state taxes and all that, so... Yeah. It's going to happen, though, because Bob Arum, who represents, I believe, Pacquiao, you know, he's already talking to Golden Boy, and it's going to happen. The public wants it. When the public wants boxing matches to happen, they usually, you know, come through with it. So, yeah, it'll definitely happen sometime in the spring. Probably Cinco de Mayo. That's usually one of the biggest fight days of the year.
Yeah.
It has to have it. I mean, UFC is starting to get a lot of momentum against the boxing and the traditional style of that. And if you want to bring people back to boxing, you got to give them what they want, because that's what UFC does. Is they give them the matchups that they want.
Well, let me throw this out there.
Yeah, I was actually reading an article also that said the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, when Mayweather fought Marquez and Pacquiao just fought Cotto, it actually was the two highest. It was the first time ever that two pay-per-view bouts have been over 1 million in pay-per-view buys. So, you know, first time ever, two biggest names. It's definitely gonna happen. It's probably gonna be the biggest fight.
Well, let me ask y'all this though: does the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, does it have to happen to save boxing? Because, like y'all said, boxing's pretty much dead in the water. Without this fight, is boxing pretty much dead and gone? Like, I mean, from the mainstream.
There's not too many big names out there. I mean, these are the two biggest names right now. And if you want to have a fighting chance, no pun intended, at keeping boxing alive, then you gotta match these guys up.
Yeah. What about you, Screw?
Yeah. Well, you know, they've been saying that though for I don't know how long. I recall, you know, being out here when the Mayweather De La Hoya fight. Everybody said that's the biggest fight, and after this fight, what's going to happen? What's going to come next? Boxing will have nothing to offer. There's always going to be big names that are going to come and just spring upon us. You know, boxing's been around for 80, 90 years, whatever. You know, it's not going to go anywhere.
I'm not saying it's going to be dead. I'm not saying it's going to be dead. I just figure it's not going to be as mainstream as it once was when you had the Tysons fighting, the Ali.
Well, it's not going to be, and, you know, baseball's never going to be as mainstream as it once was either. You know, America's pastime, you know, football team now. Yeah. It's never going to be, you know, where it once was, per se, but it's not going to go anywhere when they can charge $65 to order a fight and you got over 1 million buys. You know, the audience is there.
Yeah. Good point.
And to me, boxing's more of a, you know, it's more of an international sport to me right now, where UFC is mainly just, you know, United States, Brazil, Great Britain. Boxers, you know, you see them boxers, they're coming from everywhere. So, you know, that's just my take on that.